size that Kansas City have. So if they can turn this into a bit of a slugfest and drag them into a bit of a battle, it could be play into Kansas City's hands here. But again, we are
getting started here now. A big portion of this game that we've seen so far is how teams handle the kickoff. It's crucially important in terms of momentum of the game, whether you win this ball or you don't go 10. And there we go, early mistake from Kansas City.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, Kansas City, putting it over the sideline. This gives Luke Hume a chance to set up something here. The fancy footwork of Luke Hume there, just doing the Ali shuffle, center field. What a showman he is as well, loves it. And here he is so dangerous. What's the left foot step if he straightens things up here? Comes across field, tries to draw and pass, and there is their danger man, number 4, Marcus Henderson. He got a few really good tries yesterday. They're going to try to set him free as, speaking of free, Dan Freed passed her there, tries to set him away, but just runs out of space here. But watch not only is Hume dangerous with the ball in hand, but the defense has to pay him so much respect. He does a great job of setting up his outside man by using his footwork to attract defenders who otherwise would be more interested in his support runners.
Yeah, it's about allocating where your resources are at. Luke Hume, obviously so dangerous. They're gonna mark him, and in terms of your defensive structure, you got to consolidate around a guy like that, which leaves open gaps and spaces for your teammates to run through. But here we go, dancing around, Happyfield on the outside.
Yeah, Kendrick Scott, he was one of the danger men yesterday. He got free a few times. He is a speedster if he can get loose. And they come across to Elder now. He scored the match winner against the Barbarians. And he's one of those big physical players that they really like using in Gannon Moore. He scored a try yesterday too. Playing advantage though, free pass though. The referee's going to pack down the scrum. Kurt Weaver down there with the whistle in hand. Could not think of a better person to have the whistle for this match. Kurt Weaver, he set a new record for viewer attendance online yesterday. Everyone has the Weaver fever. And
the Weaver fever.
Absolutely love the director and referee down there, Kurt Weaver. He's an outstanding bloke as well. Here we go, back to the action now. He's going to blow the penalty. Not happy there with the scrum half from Kansas City. Old Blue will play quickly now. It comes through. The number 7 there.
And again, choosing to take the tackle in the middle of the field is so difficult to resource that pill. What you want to do at sevens rugby is use the entire width of the pitch, hit the sidelines, it stretches the defense, you get better angles for your attack. When you run directly into the middle of the field, the defenses have to move, they just collapse in on you. And it's easier to get a poach. Kansas City definitely taking advantage of this one, driving it to touch. A tall team, I think they'd be good in the line out here, Dan.
Yes, definitely they have a huge height advantage over Old Blue, but it's such a fine art, and I think the more you play, the more you get a better understanding in sevens of when to find contact and when to pull out and avoid it. And for the most part, I think you want to avoid it. The longer you can keep the ball in the hand and off the ground, the more tiring it is for the defense. They've got to keep running, they've got to keep moving, and defending is much more exhausting than attacking.
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to be evasive. You know, you got to have that in your toolbox. Oh,
that's not going to help their cause at all. Kansas City trying a little loop around there. Jasper Wilsman, Kevin Schwartz there, and Edward Mills trying to put something together. Unfortunately, ball goes to ground, and that's going to hurt him again, giving the ball back to Old Blue in this situation with Luke Hume sitting out in the centers there, outside Dom Waring. It could be trouble.
I think Kansas City just trying to be a little too cute there. They've done well just hitting the ends and being aggressive, playing smart rugby, attacking the ball at pace. Now Old Blue has the ball in their hands, and they got the danger man right here in Luke Hume. He's going to have a go.
Yeah, Luke Hume tries to straighten. He's well met.
Could have been high.
Beautiful tackle from Cody Weber there, locks him up. Hume gets straight up though, goes again, showing no signs of ill effect of that hit. He's a tough guy, Luke Hume. Don't worry about that with his rugby league background. He's used to some big collisions. But Elder with another big hit now. Kansas City showing their physicality. Hume moves it across to Bird. He looks outside, comes back to his players though. Free pass that hits the deck. Hits the beach, all men on deck, and now back inside. Michael Saint gets it back inside. Oh, freed passer, can't handle. It goes back. Dom Waring with the ball now, drifting across field. Henderson, tough pass. Can Kendrick Scott get it? No, he can't. Weber pulls it in though. He's going backwards. Referee playing advantage, none game. We're coming back for a scrum. Kansas City put in. Exciting stuff here, but the handling for both teams letting them down at the moment.
I think just being in the semifinal right now, the moment, you know, you get so amped up for this thing, and really you got to mitigate that. You got to find your center, find your calm. You got to bring the aggression, but it's composed aggression. When you get too jacked up, you get a little jittery. Your pass kind of you're too tight. You know, you got to loosen up a little. I think both teams are dealing with that a little bit here.
Yeah, it certainly is. Little kick back here. Mills with the ball drifting across field. Lets one go. He's on the outside of Waring. He can get free here. Mills. He does. Kendrick Scott. It's Scott on Hume. Hume on Scott. One-on-one. The two shaved heads going at it. Hume gets a hold of some shorts and pulls him down straight to his feet on top of the ball. Hume, great job from him. They're going to steal it. It's play on. Oh, that's fantastic job from the little Aussie Luke Hume. Now Henderson moves it across. Free pass with the ball. That looks like big Derek Liscombe, the world's biggest deltoids. He goes back towards the middle. Bird, tough pass though, goes to ground. Don Waring picks it up and he's smashed by Mills. Can't get it away. Cody Webber comes in for the assist. Still, they're going backwards here, Old Blue. They need to get some troops in there and secure possession. Waring now moves it across to Bird. Should just kick it downfield. There's no sweeper back there. He decides to run. Kendrick Scott wraps him up. Goes back inside to Michael Saint. Kendrick Scott comes again. They're going backwards, Old Blue. Finally,
there we go.
Waring drops it onto the foot. Now it's a foot race. Who's got the speed? Absolutely no one. They're just jogging back there as big Gannon Moore goes back. He's going to pick it up. He goes on the outside, gets past Waring, gets to Bird. He can't wrap him up. Slings him away. Nice little offload back inside to Michael Mercer. He's tackled though. Beautiful stuff there. Still, Kansas City had the ball and they'll earn themselves a penalty about 40 yards from the line.
Both teams just going after it right now. Absolutely amazing stuff. Quick tap penalty, Kansas City ball.
Here we go. They come out to Elder. Ponytail bouncing around out there. He scored the match winner against Denver yesterday. Cody Webber breaks free.
Oh, what
He's
an
been
offload.
dangerous all summer. He needs some support. Hume one-on-one. He's going to be too big. He uses a big fan try time for Jar. Kevin Schwartz, sorry. Schwartz gets a try. He's been busy, the number 6 for Kansas City, and finally gets some reward.
So you see it there, the size of Kansas City coming in as a big factor there. Breaking through the line. What a backhanded offload to Schwartz, the hard runner coming on the ball. Like we said before, it's not just the line break. It's the support after the line break. It's the offload and the hard runner coming in. Luke Hume did a great job bringing in Kendrick Scott before, but you know the size of these players there's the arm reach in that fend. It's so key here, and he just doesn't have the reach. You know, it's like a boxer who's got a size advantage and a reach advantage. It's going to play to your favor at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. There's not much Hume could do in that situation. Schwartz using those big mitts of his to keep him away. Just 5 out from the line, stretches out to score. And as we go to halftime, we've got a tied ball game, 7 points apiece. Old Blue actually, no, 7-0. I'm sorry. I thought Old Blue got a try there in the first half. Obviously not. 7-0. And that's somewhat of a surprise. Kansas City taking a lead into the halftime break. And they have a lead of 7 points to 0. And a lot of it comes down to that tenacity that we talked about with Kansas City, just dragging this into a bit of a street fight.
Yeah, that's what we saw them doing earlier on. They came out early in this tournament. We're like, surprised this team came out scoring tries, running good rugby, passing lines are great, and it's just the work off the ball that's really important for this team that's got them in this match. They're 7 points up to Old Blue, and I got to say, you know, I don't want to say Cinderella story or anything like this, but I'm really impressed with this team just as in a complete unit. There's no single superstar, but there's just a team of guys who are just working and supporting and offloading and being there in support of each other. I absolutely love it. Now, Old Blue, you had Nate Osberger. He's gone. You know, he unfortunately got a little head knock yesterday, but you know, you can't rely on one guy. And now there's Luke Hume. You know, he's doing all that he can. He stopped a try there earlier in the first half, and he almost set up another one with a good break. There's some other guys that just need to have moments in this game for Old Blue. It just can't be Luke Hume.
It does. I almost feel it comes down to Derek Lipscomb. He's their biggest guy. He's a big unit out there. He needs to make his presence known, use his physicality to try to soften up some of these bigger Kansas City players. But you won't say it. I'll tell you. I'll toss it out. It is a Cinderella story because Kansas City came in as a number 2 seed out of the West, lost their first game to Seattle, really didn't look that great in losing it. Look, they scored the first try, but I tell you, they have found their form at the right time in this tournament, and they look great out here against Old Blue. They're going to earn themselves a rematch against Seattle if they can hold on. And then, like we said, 20 minutes in the final, 10 minutes each way, anything can happen.
I think throughout this tournament, they have gained confidence in their play as a unit. And, you know, even though that first matchup they had against Seattle was the first game of the tournament for the men's side, I think they've grown in spades since then.
Oh, beautiful stuff there from free passer to keep Birds kicking.
Oh.
And they're breaking free, and this is exactly what they needed to do. Getting some points on the board straight away out of the gates. Old Blue back on there, 7 points to 5, kick to come.
How many times have we seen that this weekend, Dan, after the break in the half, the kickoff being such an instrumental momentum shift change? You come out of the halftime break, you're either switched on for the next play or not. One team is going to get this ball, and we've seen time and time again a team just not being aware of this kickoff battle. It is so instrumental for the momentum of this game, and there's nothing better when I'm playing sevens and I see somebody make a catch and a kickoff and score a try off of it. It's like, all right, boys, let's go. You know, it's something you don't want to give the opposition. Kansas City may be in trouble here.
Easy points, isn't it really? Off a kickoff,
Yeah.
getting there, running it down for a try. You go straight back, and now Kansas City are worried about this kickoff. They need to secure it. They do a good job. But wayward pass goes down to Mills. He steps one way, goes back the other and straightens up. Comes across to Moore, now Elder, Cody Weber. He had a great summer, but he is absolutely smashed. Great tackle there from Old Blue. They seal him up nicely, though, from Kansas City side. Mills now back to the middle. Mercer looking for runners on his outside. Goes to the try scorer, Swartz. Out to Kendrick Scott. Scott loses a ball. That's a big mistake. Let's see if Old Blue can turn defense into attack here quickly. Offload coming across. James Bird, he looks across. Luke Hume, here's the danger man. Let's watch the steps. He accelerates beautifully through the gap. Hume, he's gone.
What he can do.
He's so dangerous, and he shows it there. Such great acceleration and footwork, and dots it down underneath the post for a try for Old Blue. And they've come out this second half firing.
Second half rugby, sevens. You got to come out each half ready to go. Old Blue definitely, I want to know what they said in that huddle, because they have just come out on fire. And after the kickoff and just contesting, and their tackling is that much more forceful against these guys. We said they needed to front up with this Kansas City team, really make their physicality known. They've done that, got the turnover. Luke Hume, counterattack, broken play. I mean, that's his bread and butter right there. Little shift, little miss, coming through a tackle and try under the post. And, you know, Old Blues looking the more tenacious team at the moment.
Yeah, 2 Kansas City mistakes have led him back in this game. Not taking the kickoff, big mistake. And then Kendrick Scott with the turnover, literally off the turnover, went back to Luke Hume. He sat back, he would have looked at, scanned at that line, waited for someone from Kansas City to make a move, isolated them, and then just used that footwork, and he runs, 60, 70 meters and scores a try. Now they get a little chance, a little reprieve here, Kansas City, as Old Blue can't get 10 meters off the kickoff, and they're going to get a set piece right on halfway. Michael Mercer, ball in hand. Let's see what he does here on the set piece for Kansas City. Goes to his right. Tough pass from Mills to pick up. Does well. Little step out to Schwartz. Schwartz goes across to Kendrick Scott. He gets on the outside. Kendrick Scott, just back yourself. Oh, beautiful grassing tackle, and he loses the ball again. Oh, who was that from Old Blue? That was fantastic. Right around the bootlaces and drags him down.
Yeah, I thought Kendrick Scott was free there, but again, a knock on the corner, turnover to Old Blue, but at least they got it down to their territory. It's a very territorial game. What you need now, if you're Kansas City, you need your composure right now. Don't give away a silly penalty. They've got to go 90 to score here. Just be a little patient. You got 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. It's only 5 points away. You don't need to do anything drastic here.
No, certainly don't. Old Blue will attack right out of their own end zone. Marcus Henderson with the ball. He's going to back himself on the outside. Can he get around there? He does. Henderson is free. Will he go all the way? He steps back inside Mills. Great tackle from Mills. Wraps him up, picks him up, and slams him down into the ground. Hume comes in for the clean out. Kendrick Scott with the steal, though. Referee not happy. Playing the ball on the ground. They go quickly. Nice little tap there from Finley. He looked dangerous early in the day yesterday, Finley. Bird now just taps it on. Bounced the ball. Not good for Freed Pasta. Goes out now. Michael Saint looking to get loose, and he does, and just easy
Blue
like
goes
that.
90.
Easy as that. Kansas City just looked like they ran out of players out there on the left. They were scrambling well, but unfortunately, another one for Old Blue, and just like that, like you said, from right underneath their goalpost, they go the length of the field. Great run from Henderson, and another try for Old Blue.
I'll tell you what happened there. You had Old Blue in their own goal line, and the defensive line on the outside, Kendrick Scott just came up too quickly. And his inside support had to come outside and essentially take a very, very soft line to the outside. I think it was Marcus there that actually got that huge gain. But it's that flying up on the goal line to Luke Hume, because he's such a threat, that opened up the outside. And then after you got that, their defense is retreating. It's easy to get on your front foot. You can go 80, score a try. There you go, 17-7.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having a player like Marcus Henderson out there on the wing. You can get him free, give him some space, and he'll make the most of it. But beautiful cover tackle from Mills. I've been impressed with him for Kansas City all weekend as well. Mills, here we go. Can they figure out this restart? They tap it back. Mercer's got the ball. Flag goes up, though. Old Blue, look at that. Round of applause. They know how beneficial that is. They're going to get the line out, but more importantly, they choose some more time off the clock, holding on to a 10-point lead here with just 1:30 left to play in the game.
Absolutely. You think Kansas City right now, they need to make something happen here right now. Absolutely. They got to steal this line out. Old Blue gets the ball. They take some more time off the clock. There we go. Not straight. Where's the urgency right now from Kansas City? You're down 10. I mean, everybody's just walking on. You got to get that ball to the mark. You got to play. You got to push the tempo of this game.
Yeah.
You got a minute left. This is semifinal rugby. Bring the heat, boys.
They do look quite exhausted, don't they? A lot of hands on hips out there from them. Like I said, 10 points in a minute, especially with the kickoff being a 50-50 ball these days. You'd want to go pretty quickly here. Mills with the ball now. Let's see if he can get free. They're going to have to do something pretty quick here. Elder jumps in, moves it across now. Beautiful pass to Mercer. Running across field, needs someone to straighten the attack.
Oh, great pass.
Floating pass out there.
No.
Cummings, though, they've called it forward.
And you got to think that might be it for Kansas City there. That was their moment. Oh, glory. Slipping away there. Just a little forward pass. The shooter came up on the outside. He saw the pass. Just execution. Oh, no.
Marcus Henderson out here on the wing for Old Blue. He's just so confident in his speed. You saw him, he shot up there and then he turned. As soon as he saw the pass go over his head, he just turned and made a beeline. He picked his line to the sideline and went there. He pretty much pulled Cummings in about 15 metres. And then, unfortunately, though, the forward pass, it wasn't needed. But, geez, he's a quick player, that Henderson.
So you're 7-17 here. You're Old Blue.
Well, I'm kicking this out into touch.
Yeah, you want to save as much energy as possible here. Either quick tap and run backwards, and don't risk injury. We still got 8 seconds left on the clock here. There we go. Kurt's going to blow it up.
Yeah, they're going to run into the juggernaut now of Seattle. It's going to be Old Blue versus Seattle in the Men's Cup final, and that promises to be an absolutely entertaining game. We're going to step away for about 20 minutes. When we get back, it's going to be the Women's Shield final of Philadelphia versus the Blue Bonnets. So that Blue Bonnets, we saw them yesterday, the combination side are from Texas and Oklahoma, select side. They're going to take on Philadelphia, which we also yesterday had a very impressive East Coast team there. And then the big ones coming up later, the men's final is going to be an absolute cracker. Old Blue versus Seattle. What are your thoughts on that one?
There can be only one, you guys. And I think Old Blue right there showed a lot of resiliency coming into the second half and just putting quick points on and being able to score quickly against a great Kansas City side. Hats off to Kansas City. I thought they did great up until then. Just Old Blue being a little more dangerous there. Now the question is, after all this time in the tournaments, like who's got the depth? Obviously we know Seattle. They've got a massive amount of depth with great players coming off the bench. Does Old Blue have that? Do they have the gas to get this to the 10-minute final mark? But should be an amazing final. Looking forward to it. Super excited. Championship rugby.
Yeah, can't wait. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with some more rugby. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the 2014 Club National Sevens Championship.